If you pull down, you'll get to the steps. And then we're live streaming now this whole live streaming. Please be seated. Good afternoon, graduates, guests of the graduates, and honored members of the Stark State College community on the platform. I'm Dr. Leda Gibson-Shreve, Provost and Chief Academic Officer at Stark State College. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 82nd Commencement Ceremony. This is a special time to formally honor the accomplishments of each individual in this class and mark the new accomplishments for progression in their respective career paths. Please join me in extending our thanks to the Falls River Brass Quintet, who is providing the excellent music this afternoon. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce Ron Johanning, Interfaith Campus Ministries, who will give the reflection. I ask that you stand for the reflection. Please remain standing afterward, at which time Haroon Rashid, first Vice Chair of the Stark State Board of Trustees, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Stark State Chorale will sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
It is a privilege to be here today with many vibrant and intelligent students who are eager to live out their callings and make a difference in the world. You are not here by accident, but rather because of dedication, hard work, and perseverance. As we look around, we give thanks for the family and friends that surround you and the ways they have helped you, whether it was aiding you in your studies or simply offering encouragement and love. We're also grateful for the staff and faculty who prepared and encouraged you to pursue your dreams and passions. Enjoy this day, one that you will always remember.
Please repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Making arrangements for a graduation requires the time and talents of many dedicated personnel. They are scattered throughout the audience. We compliment them and thank them for their contributions to the success of this event. Please join me in recognizing the outstanding efforts of these individuals. On the platform are Dr. Para Jones, President of the college, the Vice Presidents, and the Deans. Seated on the floor, other college faculty and staff who are dedicated to student success and the mission of Stark State College. I ask the faculty and staff to stand and be recognized by graduates and the audience. The dedicated group that just stood is the very visible part of our great institution. Also, there is another group, not as visible on a daily basis, but I assure you, just as dedicated. These individuals, who also voluntarily give their time, talent, and energy, are the members of the Stark State College Board of Trustees. It is my pleasure to introduce them. I ask them to stand as I call their name and to remain standing until all have been introduced, and then I ask the audience to recognize them for their dedicated service to our college and the community it serves. Mrs. Karen Lefton, Chair. Mr. Haroon Rashid, First Vice Chair. Mrs. Elaine Russell Rialfi, Second Vice Chair. Ms. Tracy Carter. Mrs. Marley Fernandez. Ms. Rosalice Stevens. Mrs. Patricia Wackerly. Mr. Jeffrey Walters. Mr. Fonda Williams II. Please join me in recognizing our Board of Trustees. Stark State College has a tradition of honoring our graduating service members and veteran students. The college made available red, white, and blue military recognition cords to wear during the commencement to show our gratitude for their service to our country. We are proud to recognize your commitment, sacrifice, and service. I ask the service members and veterans who are graduating, as well as those in the audience, to stand and be recognized for your commitment and dedicated service to our country. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Para Jones, President of Stark State College. Dr. Jones will come to the podium to speak to the graduates about your opportunity to stay involved with Stark State College as an alumnus, introduce our Alumnus of the Year, and to introduce our distinguished graduation speaker. Dr. Jones.
Graduates, families, friends, faculty, and staff, welcome, and thank you for being here today to congratulate and celebrate our Spring 2023 graduates. Thank you for the support you've given today's graduates. Dr. Gibson-Shreve introduced Stark State's trustees. They are amazing volunteers who provide strategic direction to ensure that students, employers, and our communities are well served by the college. Trustee Alice Stevens is retiring after 9 years of dedicated service to the college. Trustee Stevens, please come forward. We are honoring Trustee Stevens for her service to the college and her lifelong commitment to education and workforce by dedicating the college's Career Services and Workforce Development Office in her honor. Please join me in thanking Trustee Stevens for her service. Graduates, today is the day to celebrate and reflect on your success. Today's honor is the result of your hard work and your persistence, those late nights, early mornings, and weekends as you sacrificed what you wanted to do for what you knew you had to do to be here today at your graduation. Congratulations. Please take advantage of your opportunities as a college graduate. You are entering one of the healthiest job markets in history. Ohio unemployment is at a 53-year low. The career outlook has never been better as you begin high-demand careers as nurses, physical therapy assistants, engineering technicians, IT and cybersecurity experts, dental hygienists, automotive technicians, respiratory therapists, accountants, business managers, and much more. Some of you will be entering the pharmacy doctoral program at the Northeast Ohio Medical College this fall. Others are heading to the University of Michigan, Ohio State University, the University of Akron, Kent State, and other universities where you will complete your bachelor's degrees. All of you are receiving degrees from Stark State College that are highly valued by employers, universities, and others. Take advantage of opportunities to continue learning and growing in your professional and personal lives. Give back. Give back to family, friends, career, and community. Lean into your life. Make a difference. As you cross the stage today to receive your college diplomas, you will become one of more than 1,100 graduates of the class of 2023. You will be joining thousands of Stark State College alumni who are distinguishing themselves professionally and personally, and who truly make a difference in their careers, their lives, and their communities. As Stark State alumni, you have many opportunities to obtain assistance, develop professionally, and reach out to help others through the college's Alumni Association and College Foundation. The resources of Stark State College and all that we have to offer are always available to you. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, thank you. We are so proud of what you have accomplished. We bid you goodbye as students and welcome you as Stark State College alumni. Speaking of alumni, it is my privilege to recognize our 2023 Stark State College Alumni Hall of Fame inductees, Kaylee Boyd and Leah Carrion. Their impressive bios are on page 9 of your program, but let me give you a snapshot of who they are. Kaylee Boyd graduated in 2009 with a degree in social services. She went on to Malone University, where she earned a bachelor's degree in organizational management and a master's degree in business administration, all while working as an account executive at Spectrum Reach, where she has worked for 18 years. Kaylee serves on the Stark State College Foundation Board of Directors, where she works to raise scholarship funds to help students in need. She is vice chair of Women's Impact, and she mentors young girls through the Be a Better Me Foundation. With a wealth of experience and a heart for service, alumna Kaylee Boyd is an asset to her employer and the community. Please join me in honoring Stark State College Alumni Hall of Fame inductee Kaylee Boyd. Our next Alumni Hall of Fame inductee is Leah Carrion, who earned the associate degree in nursing from Stark State College in 2014. After working in coronary care, Leah transitioned to correctional nursing, where she was quickly promoted to Director of Nursing and then Health Services Administrator at the Stark County Jail. She collaborated with the Stark County Sheriff, judges, and others to reduce the recidivism of individuals with serious mental illness and substance abuse. She introduced a medication-assisted treatment program for opiate use disorder and, among other initiatives, launched the Stark Adult Recovery Program, the only 30-day recovery program in an Ohio correctional facility. Leah is currently the Director of Operations for the Ohio region at Vital Core Health Strategies, where she oversees health services for multiple jails. In 2021, the Canton Repository lauded Leah's efforts to obtain COVID-19 vaccines for incarcerated individuals. Please join me in congratulating Stark State College Alumni Hall of Fame inductee Leah Carrion. Now, I am honored and privileged to welcome our Spring 2023 Stark State College commencement speaker, Dr. Michael L. Forbes. Dr. Forbes, thank you. Go ahead. He deserves it. Dr. Forbes is the Chief Academic Officer and the William and Rebecca Considine Endowed Chair of Pediatric Research at Akron Children's Hospital. He is also Professor of Pediatrics in the Department of Pediatrics at the Northeast Ohio Medical University College of Medicine in Rootstown. Born in Kingston, Jamaica, and the father of he came from a family of 8 brothers and 2 sisters. Dr. Forbes was raised in Brooklyn, New York by his mother, where his early childhood experiences helped him to develop what he refers to as substantial resilience. Isn't that a great term? Substantial resilience. He received his undergraduate degree from the University of Pittsburgh and his medical doctorate from the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine. He completed both his pediatric residency and intensive care fellowship at Pittsburgh Children's Hospital at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. He also completed a National Institute of Health Fellowship in Biomedical Informatics at the Woods Hole Center for Human Health in Massachusetts, and a master's degree in public health from the Bloomberg School of Public Health at Johns Hopkins University. Dr. Forbes leads Children's Hospital in improving child health in Akron and beyond through discovery, teaching, service, and implementation science. Dr. Forbes was ordained for Christian ministry in 1986 and has been married to Dr. Yolanda Moore Forbes, a pediatrician, for more than 35 years. They have 2 adult children. In honor of Dr. Forbes' speech today, we will install a commemorative brick in the courtyard of our Stark State College Akron campus. Now please join me in welcoming our 2023 commencement speaker, Dr. Michael Forbes.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Am I allowed to say wow? Hello, Stark State. Hello. Yeah. Again, thank you, Dr. Jones, your trustees, faculty, family, students. Thank you for this terrific invitation to be a part of this. This position, this view is really special, because what I see is the culmination of a community of people who've come together to make this area even better. I love that, and it really encouraged me from what I see. To be selected as your commencement speaker, to celebrate this milestone with you, is a highlight of my professional career that I will never forget. Over the next few minutes, I'd like to talk to you about why we're all here and why I believe you, and by you I mean the graduates, are unstoppable. I want to talk to you about what's called a growth mindset and the 3 dimensions of a growth mindset. You may wonder what the growth mindset is, but I would submit to you as graduates, you already have it. So as you've heard, unlike Steph or LeBron or Goodyear, I was not born in Akron, Ohio. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. You've heard that I was raised by my mom, a single mom. My dad was not the most effective father, but to this day, I wish I could still hear his voice and ask him what he thinks. As a man in my late 50s, I would love to hear wisdom from my father. So as one of 8 boys and 2 girls, I have 2 younger brothers who I lost. I lost an older brother, Basil, to a military training exercise in the Army while he was in Baumholder, when it was still referred to as West Germany. And like many of you, I lost a younger brother in April of 2020 at the very start of the COVID pandemic, when none of us really had any idea what was coming our way. All 10 of us had the outrageous fortune of being raised by a believer. My mom is a believer. Not only does she believe in God, she believes in people. I remember as a young man having friends and family spend weeks or months with us after their lives had taken a downturn. When they fell on hard times, they knew they could turn to Doreen, my mom, because she would help them to get back on their feet and get back out there. My mom believed with all her heart in the American dream. She focused on the positives. She has a growth mindset. I still remember her telling us that if you work hard in America, unlike Jamaica, that didn't have a robust education system back then, that if you came to America and you worked hard, you can make a life for yourself and have an impact on other people. And as a young man, I bought into the American dream, hook, line, and sinker. I am not naive, however, to the fact that for a great many of us in the United States, the American dream can be an American nightmare. I'm not here to talk about that today because I'm going to focus on the positives. But I would be remiss not to share my personal distress that while we at this commencement are among the fortunate ones, there are millions of Americans just like us who remain disenfranchised and discounted due to systematic racism and other forms of discrimination. We have a lot of work to do, Stark State. And to those of you who are here today, we are, in fact, the fortunate ones. And let's lean into our responsibility to our fellow Northeastern Ohioans to ensure that they benefit as well from the abundant resources of this great nation. By focusing on the positives, we will remain energized to transform this community into the one that we've all been waiting for. And looking into your faces today, proudly anticipating holding your degrees, I am very, very encouraged. As a young man, I watched my mom when she was in her middle years. She gave her life to Christ, and she believed that love was transformative. She believed in the power of redemptive love as displayed in the gospel, and that resulted in her own salvation. It was very important to her as a mom that her children understood the power of redemptive love. No matter what, focus on the positives. My mom also infused with us an almost psychotic idea that as long as there's life, there is hope. And as long as you have people, you are never out of options. And so the second dimension of the growth mindset is to seek help, create community, and connect with others. In my personal life, it became clear to me that despite the American dream, life is in fact terribly unfair. Some people, some families, some communities suffer way more than others. Further, in my professional life, as a pediatric, adolescent, and young adult critical care physician, I can tell you that life is very, very unfair. I'll give you one example and move on. But every spring, I have this notion, this idea, that maybe this year, maybe this summer, will be the first time in my entire career of almost 30 years where we do not have to deal as a team with a young child who has drowned. Maybe this year will be that year. And so we can see that a child who starts the day full of life and energy and potential, by the end of the day, that child is fighting for their lives because life is, in fact, unfair. So we know that life is unfair. So how do we deal with it? Well, the way many of you have dealt with it and why you're able to graduate today. In addition to focus on the positives, you are part of a community. We don't go it alone. It is impossible to do this thing alone. We seek people who can join us in this journey. None of you are here today because you did it all by yourself. You may have started that way, but you're never going to finish that way. We need each other. But don't stop there. Continue to create community around you and look for where you can be a part of someone else's community. Each of us has to work every single day to elevate the person next to us. Maybe I can't get you to believe like my mom believes, or believe like I believe, but you have to believe with me that you can love someone to be their best self, and with love, someone loving you, you in turn can be your best self. Create community. The third dimension of the growth mindset is to trust the process. You say, Dr. Forbes, what process? Well, I'm glad you asked. For some of us, it means that we have to be reprogrammed, re-educated in how we think about this life. Some of us, for our homes of origin, the cultures that we grew up in, have fed us information and themes as children that as adults may be in fact holding us back. For example, has there ever been a time in human history, really, when women were inferior? Never. Has there ever been a time in human history where black or brown people are inferior? Never. Never in human history. I'm aware, however, that some of your parents, grandparents, great-grandparents taught you who to date and taught you who to hate based on their language, nation of origin, skin color, and other metrics that only serve to discount communities and rob us of the joy that comes with celebrating human diversity. So the need today is to be reprogrammed and trust a different process. Get re-educated that no human being should ever be disregarded. No human being can ever be discounted. Part of it is trusting the process and making sure that you have the right framework, you're in the right headspace, and that what you believe to be true is in fact true. And so if you've been taught that bad things don't happen to good people, I'm here to tell you that it's not true, and that bad things do in fact happen to good people and that's part of the process. If you've been taught that you're going to win more than you lose, I'm here to tell you that it's not true, and that losing is simply part of the process. It's how we learn, it's how we grow. And if you've been taught that people don't change, and you can't trust people, I'm here to tell you that people do change, and they can and do become better versions of themselves through love, because that is part of the process. I have discovered in my own journey that there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of really good people out there. So in addition to focusing on the positives, building community, and trusting the process, where do we go from here? Well, Northeast Ohio is pivoting, and I am excited. I was pleased to see that the majority of you are going to stay right here in Ohio. And I can tell you, as the Chief Academic Officer at the largest children's hospital in Northeast Ohio, we need you. We need you yesterday. And not just Akron Children's, but SUMA and Akron General and Altman, all of us in healthcare absolutely need you. And not only in healthcare, but all of our businesses desperately need your minds, your training, your degrees, the things that you've learned in your life experiences to continue to enrich Northeastern Ohio. So as graduates of Stark State, I commend you, and I commend and celebrate your growth mindset. You are uniquely positioned to contribute to this community and make your knowledge and skills so impactful and have a positive impact on this world. So as you move forward from this moment, remember you are not alone. You are part of a community of learners, thinkers, and doers who are working together to create a better future for Northeast Ohio. And I am confident that with your education and your new degrees, your dedication, and your will to win, you will go on and do great things. So congratulations, Stark State, and all of your graduates. Today, we celebrate your achievements, and we look forward to all of the great things that you will accomplish for Northeast Ohio in the years ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Forbes, for those very inspiring words. This afternoon, we'll be recognizing each member of the graduating class of Spring 2023. In every instance, I am confident the graduate could not have achieved as well without the support and sacrifice offered by many of you with us today and others unable to be present. Spouses of the graduates, children, parents, relatives, and friends, we at Stark State join our graduates in recognizing your sacrifices and support. Congratulations to you, along with the graduates. At this time, I ask the deans to join me at the podium to make their recommendations for conferring of degrees.
Candidates for the Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Associate of Applied Science, including early college and the Arts and Sciences Division, please stand. Provost Leda Gibson-Shreve, and as much as these students have successfully completed the prescribed program for the Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Associate of Applied Science at Stark State College, I, Dr. Andrew Steffen, as Dean of the Arts and Sciences Division, with the approval of the faculty, recommend them for conferring of these degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Candidates for the Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Technical Studies in the Business, Engineering, and Information Technologies Division, please stand. Provost Gibson-Shreve, inasmuch as these students have successfully completed the prescribed program for the Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, Associate of Science, and Associate of Technical Studies degree at Stark State College, I, Dr. Don Ball, as Dean of the Business, Engineering, and Information Technologies Division, with the approval of the faculty, recommend them for conferring of these degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Candidates for the Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Technical Studies in the Health and Public Services Division, please stand. Provost Leda Gibson-Shreve, inasmuch as these students have successfully completed the prescribed programs for the Associate of Art, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Technical Studies degrees at Stark State College, I, Kelly Rensel, Dean of Health and Public Services Division, with the approval of faculty, recommend them for conferring of these degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
President Jones, these students have successfully fulfilled the prescribed program Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of Technical Studies. These applications have been certified by the Registrar of Stark State College. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I therefore recommend them to you as worthy candidates for the conferring of degrees. Dr. Jones will now come forward to recommend the candidates to the Board of Trustees.
Board Chair, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty and administration of Stark State College, it is my pleasure to present to you the graduating class of Spring 2023. These candidates have met all of the requirements as set forth by the Ohio Department of Higher Education and the Board of Trustees of Stark State College. And now I call forward the chair of Stark State College's Board of Trustees, Karen Lefton, to approve the candidates.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I accept the recommendation of the faculty and administration. The candidates of the Spring 2023 graduating class are hereby approved for their respective degrees. Will the candidates please come forward and be recognized for completion of their degrees?
The following student will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree in Applied Sociology. Michelle Renee Powell with high distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Science degree in Chemistry. Maxwell A. Salarello with high distinction with a second degree in pre-medical professional concentration, a third Associate of Arts general degree, and a fourth Associate of Science general degree. Tia Marie Gardenier with high distinction with a second degree in pre-medical professional concentration. Kayla Grace Grubb. Morgan E. Monroe with a second degree in pre-medical professional concentration. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree in communication. Carly Marie Fries. Benjamin M. McPeters. Savannah Renee Rousseau with high distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education. Claire Diane Bober with high distinction. Nadia Chantal Bozarth. Bobby Lee Connor. Zanelle S. Dixon. Sydney J. Kitson. Amanda McCrossan with high distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Science degree in education. Amber Joy Carr with high distinction. Nubha Faruqi. Miriam D. Freach. Alicia Marie Knight. Lindsay Lucretia Montine. Mackenzie Taylor Cynthia Rains with distinction. Kirsten I. Wines. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree in English. Olivia Grace Orzek with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree. Abigail Teresa Arbaca with distinction. Isabel Esperanza Arbaca. Kalina Morgan Burrows with high distinction, with a second Associate of Science General degree. Christine M. Climes. Elora Vivian Mochico Lafay with distinction, with a second Associate of Science General degree. Kathleen L. Perry with high distinction, with a second Associate of Science General degree. Taylor Siobhan Salisbury. Munyana Leah Alani Schultz. Mavis Jamila Sugden. Tashay D. Sykes with a second Associate of Science General degree. Cheyenne C. Williams with high distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Science degree. Katima Dawood Ahmad Adolhila. Elise Kalusi with distinction. Jariel Hostetler with high distinction. Juan Antonio Silva with distinction. Ronald Michael Smith. Talina M. Wademan with distinction. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Science degrees in Physics. Adrian M. Brady.
The following students will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree in Psychology. Talitha Kaylin Hodat with a second degree in Criminal Justice. Katharina Irene Craywick with distinction. Amarita Lembu with distinction. Jacob Conrad Limberg. Tiffany Loren Papp with distinction. Keenan James Watson. Jennifer Marie White with high distinction. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Technical Studies General degree. Tiana Kristen Bland. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in 3D Motion Graphics Technology. Brittany N. Stallman with distinction. Nicholas E. Stone. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Business degree in Accounting. Mariah E. Hevelin. Tucker B. Robbins. Crystal Desiree Smith with distinction. Brandon Allen Brooks. Vilma Shang. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Business degree in Administrative Office Professional. Sarah Ruth Hooper. Korean Sinchana Whitmer. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Automotive Technology. Mario Patrick Babel. Jimmy David Fields. Mark Allen Hall with high distinction. Zachary Scott Harmon. Joseph Allen Huntsman. Cooper Scott Randolph with distinction. Philip Bradley Steyer with distinction. Pima D. Tamong. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Business degree in Business Management. Caitlin Mary Brill. Andrea Jordan Dimitro. Allison Jean Diekman with distinction. Haley Renee Elrod. Heidi Lynn Freshour. Brianna R. Fry with high distinction. Michael Furby. Catherine G. Gage with high distinction. Caleb Green. David C. Gregory with distinction. Brooke Elizabeth Hall with distinction. Jarrell William Hutcherson. Jordan Ray Jarvis. Jasmine L. James. Mackenzie B. Johnson with distinction. James Landon Johnston. Michaela Elizabeth Katonic with distinction. Bill Joe Lilly. Aruna Megar. Mackenzie Taylor McKay. Nicholas Matthew Metzger with high distinction. Olivia Mae Miller with distinction. Austin Lane Monty. Darshan M. Nash. Sarah Anna Nauer with distinction. Joseph Kelly Otterbury with distinction. Danielle N. Perry. Valerie L. Ross with distinction. Sam Sarv with distinction. Nick Scott Smith. Julia Paige Spence. Johnny R. Still. Monique N. Streeter. Thi Hong Tran with distinction. Sophia Don Vargo. Vanessa Marie Woods. Carissa Don Yoder with high distinction.
The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Civil Engineering Technology. Clinton George Bowen with distinction. Daniel Andrew Caduto with high distinction. Kelly Dean with distinction. Caleb Scott Dick with distinction. Prabeen Prahan. Ryan P. Skibba. Destin Albert Eugene Willoughby with distinction. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Computer Engineering. Richard William Bradley II. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Computer Graphic Arts. Ariana S. Jones. Abigail Elaine Kress with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Business degree in Computer Network Administration and Security Technology. Kyle Randy Hess with distinction. Daniel James Wolf with high distinction with a second degree in Cyber Security and Computer Forensics Technology. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Business degree in Computer Programming and Database. Bo Tyler James Hines with distinction. Alexander T. Stone with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Computer Science and Engineering. Randy Ray Dekchan, Jr. with distinction. Brianna S. Miller with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Business degree in Computer Technology. Talisha Renee Gervins with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Cyber Security and Computer Forensics Technology. Samuel Alexander Kalapotis with distinction. Alexander Jacob Thompson with high distinction. Nathan Wesley Winger. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Design Engineering Technology. Jessica J. Claw. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Digital Video and Media Technology. Chima Asuzu Amembabu. Deshaun L. Howard with distinction with a second degree in Web Design and Development. Noah D. Mead with high distinction. Matthew Michael Miner with high distinction. Stephen L. Negley with high distinction. Let's go, my guys! Go! How do you do?
The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Science degree in Electric Power Utility Technology. Richard Ryan Bledsoe, Jr. Jonathan F. Sena. Chandler W. Keener with distinction. Hayden James Youngblood. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Science degree in Electrical Electronic Engineering Technology. Connor A. Poland with distinction. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration Technology. Henry Tecumseh Lee with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Industrial Technology. Jonathan R. Kroc with high distinction. Joshua Addison Catiro. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Business degree in Legal Assisting. Elizabeth M. Presser. Christina Lorraine Sammons with high distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Business degree in Marketing and Sales Management. Alexandria Morgan Webster with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Science degree in Mechanical Engineering Technology. Allison Grace Jones with distinction. Paige Mackenzie Swan. Nathan Thomas. Madison K. Westfall. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Music Production and Engineering. Enrique Isaias Daniel Gonzalez. Ethan P. Milford. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Science degree in Pre-Engineering. Manuel J. Lopez with distinction. Derek Scott Maris with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Business degree in Web Design and Development. Cassandra Kathleen Cavalier with high distinction. Joshua D. Cruz with distinction. Myrisa Cunningham with high distinction. Yia Zong. Mohammed Hamayun Yacobi with high distinction.
The following students will be receiving an Associate of Technical Studies degree in Business. Michael G. Conway with distinction. Megan E. McDaniel. Clitrina E. Spencer with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Concept-Based Nursing. Mona Alhamidi Abutin with distinction. Brittany Nicole Barker. Michaela R. Bartlett with distinction. Ashley M. Bollinger with distinction. Kelly Elizabeth Boyle with distinction. Jordan Samantha Victoria Brindle. Lucas Wyatt Burgess. Hafida Shukri, with distinction. Anna Maria Christian. Michelle Lynn Colello, with distinction. Kayla A. Cook Matthews, with distinction, with a second Associate of Science General degree. Daniel Christopher Costello. Chad Micah Crothers. Awa Madina Diallo. Kayla R. Esterly. Abigail C. Forsyth, with distinction. Mariah Kinu Gibson, with distinction. Joseph E. Gillis, with distinction. Jessica Marie Hamilton. Megan Jean Harger, with distinction. David Anthony Harold. Nicole R. Howland. Kylie Ann Hurst, with distinction. Chaz E. James. Kayla K. Jones. Shantasia M. Jones. Destin M. Canoff. Andrea Marie Labby. Savannah K. Lewis. Ashley Nicole Manning. Hannah Rochelle Mayville, with distinction. Nicole Catherine Muzzik. Elizabeth Ann McClung, with distinction. Ashley J. McNeil, with a second degree in business management. Kate Elizabeth Mader. Angela D. Midcap, with distinction. Kristen Joanne Milisovic with distinction. Carter Jackson Morehart. Alexis Arlene Muckley with distinction. Jill A. Nichols with distinction. Jackson Nizayimana. Chinwe Ichikara Nabufi. Blessing Adama Agbana. Julie Ann Ogden with distinction. Oshi Anatoli. Brianna S. Palmer. Kieran T. Paparella. I just made that. Bianca J. Rasavang. Janelle Lynn Parkinson. Samantha Marie Rogers. Haley R. Shaney. Rain Michelle Charrier. Shannon E. Simmons with distinction. Tashana Amber Smith. Nicole M. Spencer. Miranda Lee Stahl. Eric Wayne Stevenson. Tammy Grace Stokowski. Michaelin Rose Strom. Faith Stremel with high distinction. Kylie M. Senecos. Michaela R. Wem. Kimberly Wolchik with distinction. Kelly Ann Wondrak. Sue M. Ya with distinction. Alexandra Lynn Zanen with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree in Criminal Justice. Hannah Virginia Bragg. Amy Renee Campbell. Taylor Lynette Frazier. Mitchell Richard Guardado. Haley T. McCloskey. Angel Lynn Namanso. Madison Grace Vega with distinction.
The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Dental Hygiene. Sierra Brooke Bramlett with distinction. Stephanie Ann Cope with distinction. Jordan Fazenbaker with distinction. Giovanna Ringo Fruce. Elizabeth Ashley Greathouse. Lauren T. Ketchum. Brandy S. Coke with distinction. Sierra M. Lane. Addison J. Lloyd with high distinction. Chloe Morgan Molika. Erin Nicole Moyers. Catherine Jeanette O'Brien with distinction. Ali Akhtomov with distinction. Sarah Jane Ream with distinction. Rachel M. Rarick with distinction. Beth Shoemaker. Karen Ann St. James with distinction. Faith Oates Wilson. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Science degree in Dietetic Technician. Jessica F. Miller. Kaylee R. Morley with high distinction. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Emergency Fire Services. Thomas Dale Ruskin, Jr. with high distinction, with a second degree in Emergency Medical Services. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Health Information Management. Jasmine D. Babel with distinction. Jessica Lee Gross with high distinction. Jillian R. Perdue with high distinction. Victoria K. Sestokis. Amber R. Stapleton. Rebecca Lynn Stroop with high distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Science degree in Human and Social Services. Michaela Desiree Corinne. Ashley Deanna Delgado with high distinction. Nicole R. Hirschberger with high distinction. Jack M. Hoover with distinction. Monique Nicole Johnson. LeBaron D. Lyman with distinction. Troy A. Miller with distinction. Tammy Lynn Monroe with distinction. Shayla Renee Morris with distinction. James F. Ross. Andrea B. Rice. Kathy A. Zollikoffer. Heidi M. Zerbick with high distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associates of Applied Science degree in Massage Therapy.
The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Medical Assisting. Ferry M.A. Maya N. Lay. So M. Ya Jr. The following student will be receiving an Associate of Technical Studies degree in Medical Instrument Sterilization Technician. Meredith T. Johnson with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Medical Laboratory Technology. Kelsey Ray Beard. Merlin Marie Johnson. Sarah Lynn Rausch. Sebastian C. Sisophon. Jonathan P. Tomsich. Logan Nicole Ziegler with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Occupational Therapy Assistant. Kayla M. Albertoni. Megan K. Anderson. Taylin Anen. Alexis Elizabeth Brown. Jillian Marie Catalano with distinction. Brianna L. Degenhard. Courtney Dawn Elliott. Jamie N. Hug. Jamie Lynn Kassler. Sarah A. Pierce. Joshua C. Starkey. Jasmine Ruby Tomic with distinction. McKenna Catherine Usko with distinction. Megan V. Wallace. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Physical Therapist Assistance. Macy Michelle Adams with distinction. Sarah Ben with high distinction. Emily Page Davis. Daniel Allen Deckard with distinction. Emily N. Eckert. Xavier D. Errett with distinction. Eric D. Eskridge. Amanda Nicole Giebel with distinction. Caitlin E. Haynes with distinction. Jake Paul Langkamp. Benjamin P. MacArthur. Tia Raquel Murray with distinction. Ashley Nicole Pickering. Lauren Marie Steiner. Stone L. Tosh. Andrew Ryan Tomic. Katrina Rochelle Williams with high distinction. Ryan James Wilczak. Krista L. Winters. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Respiratory Care. Jessica L. Ady. Caitlin I. Klein. Kevin E. Felger, Jr. Kaylee Ann Galanis. Michaela Renee Housey. Meg A. Heisroth. Nicole Jackson with high distinction. Kayla Sierra Logan. Oceana Rose Newman. Renata Marie Richardson. Alyssa Shaw. Ruby Renee Thomas. Julianne N. Wilson with distinction. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Applied Science degree in Surgical Technology. Tara G. Blake. Erin Elizabeth Colvin. Alexandra Patrice Fulkerson with high distinction. Madison Grace Giles. Alyssa Marie Holder with distinction. Natalie Iona Halapeter with distinction. Darcy Lemons with high distinction. Victoria M. Minnick with distinction. Gina Lee Salaker. Dakota S. Starks. Nicole R. Weddle. Emily J. Williams with distinction.
The following students will be receiving an Associates of Technical Studies degree in Public Services. Tana R. Anderson. Leilani Lamanier. The following students will be receiving an Associate of Arts degree as early college high school students. Mardirka R. Arner with distinction, with a second Associate of Science general degree. Naomi Atwood with a second Associate of Science degree. Lena C. Becker with a second Associate of Science general degree. Laura A. Bleasy with high distinction with a second Associate of Science general degree. Sydney C. Bowden. Taylor Essence Marie Bradley. Thomas Jefferson Britt III. Catherine Ann Brooks. Ava Lavea Brown. Cameron Alexander Bryant. Olivia Grace Collins. Delea Shalane Dabney, with distinction, with the Second Associate of Science General Degree. Ava M. Dietz, with high distinction, with the Second Associate of Science Degree in Education. Alexandria Capri Early. With a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Elizabeth Lee Fisher, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Brittany Ray Garner, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Zachary Green, with distinction, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Sasha L. Greer, with high distinction, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Errolyn E. Harkovich, with high distinction. Caleb Dean Johnson.
Reese Anna Rose Joy, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Seth W. Kelly, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Luke Isaac Carestis, with high distinction. Cole Leighton King, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Paige Ruth King, with distinction, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Vanessa M. Klotz, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Emily Lopez Bernando, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Jada Shade Marlatt. Allison I. Mayberry, with distinction, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Keith McLeod, with distinction, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Savannah Miller, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Kayla Rochelle Marie Mitchell, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Carmen Aaliyah Morales, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Colin N. Nye, with a Second Associate of Science General Degree. Isabella Ariana Ortiz with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Wendy A. Palico with distinction with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Adelina Noelia Perez with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Edwin Quintero with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Tracy Judith Latia Sr. with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Sebastian Skotnicki with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Jacob Russell Sharp with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Zachary William Stokey. Chase Benjamin Villa with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Camilla Michelle Wallace. Savannah Faye Weber with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Connor A. Weldon with distinction with a Second Associate of Science General degree. Amani Lee Wilson. Dejan Emmanuel Wise with distinction with a Second Associate of Science General degree.
Will the candidates for graduation please stand? You deserve it. Enjoy it. You deserve it all. Based upon the recommendations of the faculty and the power invested in me by the state of Ohio, I do hereby bestow upon you the respective Associate of Arts degree, Associate of Science degree, Associate degree of Applied Business, Associate degree of Applied Science, and Associate degree of Technical Studies, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. As a symbol of the completion of your degrees, graduates, please switch your tassels from the right to the left side of your caps. Congratulations to all of you. Graduates, you may be seated. At this time, I would like to ask Ryan Johanning of Interfaith Campus Ministries to the stage to offer a reflection.
Graduates, let me express my sincere congratulations to each of you. All of you are indeed deserving of the praise, tribute, and accolades that have been sent your way. Enjoy your well-earned honor. As you depart today, think of the ways that you can utilize the training and expertise that you've received from Stark State College in order to serve and enhance the lives of others.
I'm sure you join me in the honor of being a part of this special ceremony. Graduates, I also extend my congratulations and best wishes to each of you. At this time, and out of respect for our graduates, members of the audience, please remain in your seats until the platform party and the last graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you.